Hey, Chrissy. Is little Finsley asleep already?
Hey, Hank. I just got Finsley off to sleep a few minutes ago. I'm lucky.
Ah, you kidding me? I was really hoping I could do a video call with him. We haven't spoken at all since I left for my business trip. I miss seeing that kid's face and hearing that cheeky little laugh of his. I guess it can't be helped if he's asleep. Rest is important when they're that age.
Right. I feel you, honey. You've been gone almost 2 weeks now. This business trip is a lot longer than the ones they usually send you on, huh? Can't you come home for the weekend or something?
I'm so busy with work right now, sweetie. We were supposed to be getting days off so we can go out and explore the city, but I've ended up working every single day so far. I'm pretty sure coming home for a whole weekend is going to be out of the question.
I see. That's a shame. I wish me and Finsley could come over and see you, but it's so far I don't think it's feasible. It sucks, but it's not really the kind of distance we can make.
Right. Finsley's still in elementary school. That kind of upheaval is the last thing he needs. You'd have to spend 6 hours on a plane to get all the way up here. And sitting still for 6 whole hours is the last thing our boy's capable of. He struggles to keep quiet for 30 minutes, let alone a whopper flight like that. I can only imagine how he'd torture you and everyone else on the plane.
No kidding. The thought of flying with him on my own is actually terrifying. It's not ideal, but I guess he's just gonna have to accept not being able to see his daddy until your work calms down.
Right. I'll have to just tough it out too.
Sorry, honey. Give me a call when your work settles down, okay? If Finsley's awake at the time, I'll make sure you finally get to speak to him.
Yeah, when work settles down. I did get off a little earlier than expected today, but he was already asleep. To be honest, I do think days like this might be the exception though. We normally do overtime.
Sounds rough. What's life like for you there? Have you settled into a routine yet? Are you eating properly?
I'm eating. I haven't had anything other than convenience store sandwiches since I got here, but I am at least eating. God, I can't tell you how much I miss your home-cooked food, babe.
How long do you have left? It's about 2 weeks now, right? Do your best to hold out until then. And when you get back, I'll treat you to the biggest, most delicious feast of your life.
Now there's an offer I can't refuse. Yeehaw. I can't wait to play with Finsley when I get back. Why don't you ask him if there's anywhere he wants us all to go as a family when I do? We should celebrate the occasion by going on a little vacation.
Sure thing, babe.
Huh? Chrissy? You just sent me a half-finished message.
Oh, sorry. We were talking about going on vacation with Finsley, right? I'll ask him.
Great, but what's up? Did something happen? Your message randomly cut off.
Oh, it's nothing. My phone's just been playing up lately is all. My battery randomly went down out of nowhere, and the message got sent before I was done writing it.
Yeah, that definitely ain't normal. Shouldn't you take it in for repair? The thought of not being able to contact you while I'm on business is a little scary.
Yeah, I do plan on taking it into the shop. There's a guy who does phone repairs at the market down on Peep Street. But I don't have the time right now. I have a bunch of stuff on my plate, and I'm crazy busy. So don't be worried if you get any more weird messages like that, since it'll probably carry on doing it every now and then. Sorry, honey.
Alright, but you really should get it out for repair as soon as possible. I can handle having a few messages cut off now and then, but if it gets worse and we can't communicate, we really will be in trouble. Besides, you know how easy it is to put things off.
Yep, I know, babe. Anyway, I have to be up early in the morning. I'm gonna finish up with the housework and go to bed.
Alright. I'm up early for work tomorrow myself, so I think I'll hit the hay too. I'm counting on you to look after Finsley for a little while longer.
You got it. Look after yourself, Hank.
Hey, Hank. I'm so sorry to message you out of the blue like this. But do you know if Chrissy's at home today?
Huh? What's this all about? I'm away on business right now, so I couldn't tell you whether Chrissy's at home or not. Why? What's wrong? Did something happen?
Well, you see, the thing is, little Finsley showed up on our doorstep, crying his eyes out. On his own.
On his own? But your house is like 2 hours away, Mom.
I know. Believe me, dear, I was surprised too. I tried asking Finsley what happened, but he was crying so hysterically he barely seemed capable of speaking. I left him on the sofa watching his cartoons with a bowl of ice cream for the time being. But he doesn't seem interested in either. I tried calling Chrissy, but it looks like her phone switched off.
Ah, God damn it. She told me about this yesterday. Apparently her phone's been playing up lately. If her phone's off, it might be pointless, but I have to at least try getting through to her.
Really? Oh dear, what on earth should we do, son? This is all highly unusual. Didn't you have a landline phone at your house?
Nope, we haven't had one for years now. Hey, you said Finsley was crying, right? He's not hurt or anything, is he?
No, I don't think so. He didn't seem hurt when I checked him over on the sofa. But he was wearing his school uniform and backpack when he got here. So I think there's a chance he came straight to my house from school.
Is he showing any signs of calming down yet?
He's still crying his eyes out, the poor thing. He doesn't seem interested in either his ice cream or his cartoons, which is highly unusual given how obsessed with them both he usually is. I even tried giving him some of his favorite candy, but he seemed totally uninterested. Something must be very wrong for him to be this upset. I'm worried, Hank, and I don't have any idea what's going on. I can't even get a word out of him.
I guess all we can do is wait for him to calm down. For the time being, would you mind looking after Finsley there until I manage to get through to Chrissy? There has to be some way I can make contact with her.
Of course I'll look after him, dear. I wonder if she's out. Is that what she normally does around this time?
No, she's usually at home to cook Finsley's dinner when he gets back from school. I'm gonna contact the school and tell them to tell Chrissy to make her way over to your place if they hear anything from her. Can you believe her phone would break at a time like this? You couldn't make this stuff up.
I know it's unbelievable, Hank. It really is. But I suppose it can't be helped. By the way, are you free right now? If you wouldn't mind, I'd like it if you could try and speak to Finsley on the phone. Who knows? He might cheer up when he sees you?
Good idea, all right? I'll call you. Let me just go tell my boss I'll be away for a few. Hold on, okay?
Okay, dear. I hope your boss shows some consideration towards your circumstances.
It's fine. My boss ain't a hard ass or anything. He's actually a pretty cool guy. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right? I'll call as soon as I can. Let Finsley know he can finally see his dad again.
I'm so sorry to message you while you're at work, honey. Reply as soon as you get this.
What happened? Wait a sec. Is your phone fixed now?
This isn't the time for that. I just went out to the store for 5 minutes, and when I got home, our son was gone. Hank, what should I do? Should I call the cops?
Take a chill pill. There's no need to call the cops.
But Finsley's missing. How can he be so relaxed at a time like this?
Our son's been at my mom's house for the last 2 days. Why would I be worried?
Huh? Finsley's at your mom's house? But why?
Why? I'm pretty sure I'm the one who should be asking why. So go on, Chrissy. Tell me why. You just said he disappeared while you were at the store. Were you at the store for 2 whole days? While leaving your elementary-age son home alone?
No, it wasn't like that. Wait a second, explain yourself. What do you mean Finsley's at your mom's? Why the hell would he be there? I haven't heard anything about this.
Don't change the subject because answering my question is inconvenient for you. Finsley made his way to my mom's house. After school, all on his own. But that was 2 days ago. Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice our son was missing for 2 whole days?
Stop lying. There's no way I'd leave our son alone for 2 days. What kind of mother do you take me for?
I'm not lying. If you're not gonna come clean, then I'll have to tell you. Finsley told me everything. You're delusional if you think you can pull the wool over my eyes after what you did.
What I did? What do you mean what I did? I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop this. Stop it right now. I don't know what that boy told you, but do you actually think I'm capable of doing something like that?
Something like that? That's funny. I didn't actually say anything specific, did I? Something like what? Chrissy? Did you mean prioritizing the guy you're cheating on me with over your own son, by any chance?
No, I didn't do anything like that. I don't know what you mean. You do know Finsley's still in elementary school, don't you? If he told you the sky was green, would you believe him? I can't believe you think your 6-year-old son is more credible than your own frickin' wife.
All right, so answer me this. Why was Finsley on his own for 2 days straight? If it's just like you say, Finsley is an elementary school kid. It hardly takes a genius to imagine what could happen when you leave a kid that young completely on his own for 2 days straight. There's no way you didn't know what you were doing was wrong. Come on, Chrissy, are you going to answer me or what? Or is this the part where you bullshit me about your phone being broken again? Or is it that you just have nothing to say because you know you're cornered?
How exactly do you go from Finsley was on his own to my wife's cheating on me? I've never heard anything so ridiculous in my life. I mean, seriously. I never had you down as being the paranoid type, Hank. I think all this work lately might be making you go a little crazy. How about going for a walk to clear your head?
Don't you dare try to gaslight me, you two-timing whore bag. I heard all about how you were with your lover the whole time ever since I left on my business trip. You even invited him over the house. Finsley told me everything. He told me about how you kept going out with Loverboy for days at a time, each time getting longer and longer, before eventually you just didn't come back.
No, he was just a friend. Finsley doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. All we did was go for a few drinks together. Or is that a crime in your book too? Should a stay-at-home housewives literally stay at home all the time in your Stone Age view of the world? Okay, so maybe I went for a few beers with a friend. Shoot me.
Even if he's just your friend, it still wouldn't be acceptable to leave a 6-year-old kid on his own. Are you seriously telling me you repeatedly left our son on his own for days at a time to go out and get drunk?
Repeatedly? No. It only happened that one time 2 days ago, and only because I lost track of time.
Reading your pathetic excuses is making me want to throw up. I'm sick of you, and I've had enough.
Please, wait. Just hear me out for God's sake, Hank. I'm not cheating on you, I swear. I'm begging you to believe me.
I just got done handing over the shift at work. I'm heading home now. If you're serious about saving this relationship, then I suggest you come clean about the affair.
You're coming home? Now?
My son turned up on my mom's doorstep crying his eyes out because of you. Do you seriously think I can focus on my work in a situation like this? Let me make this crystal clear. You will not try and worm your way out of this by telling more lies. I want to hear a damn good reason as to why you thought it was acceptable to leave our son on his own in that house. If you don't have one, I have no intention of forgiving you.
Hank, please. Is this really necessary? Do we really have to get a divorce?
Why would you even ask me that after all this time? That's what I told you yesterday, isn't it? I'd have to be the most insane man on the planet to stay married to you for a second longer than I have to.
But I did what you asked. I admitted I was cheating. I thought we still had a chance if I owned up to what I did. How can you demand a divorce like this even though I played ball? You're horrible. I'm sorry about the affair. Please, just give me one more chance.
Didn't I tell you yesterday? I have no intention of forgiving you. No intention. Besides, isn't there something far more important than the affair you should be apologizing for first? How can you not understand that?
Apologize? For what? I apologized countless times for the affair yesterday. Do you want me to apologize some more? Because I will. I'll apologize 10 trillion times if that's what it takes to save this marriage.
Oh my God, you genuinely don't have any idea what I'm getting at, do you? It's not me you need to apologize to. It's our son. Do you have any idea how much your selfish, despicable behavior hurt that boy?
But Finsley wasn't there yesterday, so I couldn't apologize to him.
So what? If you're genuinely sorry about what you did to him, you would have at least apologized to him over the phone by now.
Sure, I guess I can do that.
But what was the first thing you did yesterday when I confronted you? You tried desperately to convince me that you weren't cheating, with lies, and more lies. The only reason you ended up apologizing to me in the end was because you realized your lies weren't going to wash. You haven't shown an ounce of sympathy towards our son. Nothing. You have no right to call yourself a mother.
But still, don't you think divorce is a little drastic? Sure, I might have messed up this time, but I worked so hard as a mother and a wife until now. Surely that counts for something, right, babe?
You worked hard until now. Bullshit. You just did your best to make it look like you were. I feel like a portion of the blame lies with me, you know? I feel like the world's biggest moron for never noticing what you were really like this whole time. But you're a unique category of low-life scumbag.
Oh my God, Hank, stop it. Just stop it already. Why do you have to act like I'm the bad guy here? Isn't this a little unfair? What choice did I have? I was so busy and stressed with Finsley and the housework all the time that I felt like I was losing myself, forgetting who I was.
So you cheated on me?
Is it really the end of the world? I was a full-time mother and a stay-at-home housewife. It's hardly a surprise that I needed to let my hair down every once in a while. Are you seriously saying you can't find it in your heart to forgive me for that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with letting your hair down. The problem is that what you did far exceeds that.
What exactly did I do that was wrong?
You said it yourself. Finsley's still a little kid in elementary school.
So what?
You wanted to let your hair down. You worked so hard until now. What's your goddamn point? You think working hard gives you a license to abandon your son? You think it gives you a license to prioritize your goddamn lover over your own child?
Like I told you, I was tired of being a mom. I was at my wit's end, Hank. Do you know how hard it is to be a mother?
No, I don't. And I never claimed to, nor do I deny that it must be a very stressful job. But just because being a mother is stressful doesn't mean that you can just stop as soon as you get tired of it. You had no right to neglect our son like that.
It's not like I did it because I wanted to neglect him. I left him some food in the fridge, and I told him to make sure to lock the doors at night.
So what? You wanted medal? None of that justifies leaving him on his own for 2 freaking days. If you lack the self-awareness to realize, allow me to tell you, you lost the right to call yourself a mother the moment you abandoned our son. You neglected him in favor of the guy you were cheating on me with.
No, please. I was just de-stressing, decompressing. I was never serious about him.
What kind of mother decompresses by subjecting her own son to extreme emotional trauma? You destroyed our family irreparably beyond all recognition to satisfy your seedy, selfish desires.
Do you really mean it, Hank? Are you really going to divorce me over this? Surely you can find it in your heart to give me one last chance.
A family can't be repaired as easily as a smartphone. There are no such thing as second chances in broken families. I want you to do one last thing for me and your son before we part ways forever. I want you to take responsibility for destroying our family. After that, I filed for a divorce, and with that, the proceedings began. I filed for compensation using the chat logs of Chrissy, admitting to the affair as evidence. After abandoning Finsley, she was deemed unfit to look after him due to posing a danger to his well-being, which means I won full custody. Chrissy's relationship with her lover fell apart as soon as the divorce was finalized. I guess they were never that serious with each other to begin with. I take some satisfaction in knowing that my demands for compensation from both of them were ultimately what led to them breaking up. But on the other hand, it fills me with disgust to think that Chrissy abandoned our son to be with a guy who cared so little for her that he jumped ship at the first sign of trouble. Actually, the thought of it makes me feel kind of miserable. That said, when I think about the whole thing ultimately drove them to their emotional and financial breaking points, I feel a little better. Me and Finsley moved in with my parents after the divorce. I started turning down the business trips I'd been going on a few times a year so I could spend quality time with my son. I was worried he might still be shaken up and upset about being separated from his mom, but he got used to life without her, surprisingly. I'm not sure if it's because he resented her for the stress she caused him when she left him on his own, but in any case, he's happy, and that means I'm happy. I'm sure he's going to grow both physically and mentally at an unbelievable pace from here on out. As for my part, I'm going to do my best to make sure that being raised by a single dad never acts as a detriment to him, by doing everything in my power to ensure he has all the love, care, and guidance that he needs.
Hey Mom, are you there? I just want to thank you so much for the peaches that you sent. They just married. I literally just ate one and it was so good. So thank you. Did you get them from the same place as where you sent those peaches from last year?
Oh, wow. I didn't expect them to arrive at your place so quickly. But yes, I went to the same place since you all seemed to enjoy the peaches so much last year. I went to Jones's farm and they were happy to see me back again.
Ah, I see. Well, we really appreciate it. We've had to cut back a bit on eating fruit since food prices are getting so high. But I just wanted to tell you that Linda also says thank you for the peaches as well.
Well, it really is my pleasure, especially in light of how expensive everything is getting these days. I mean, I feel like I'm shocked by the prices of the store every single time that I go out to shop. So I certainly hope that you and Linda are doing all right with how things are going. Are things okay at home? You're not having too much trouble with the cost of living, are you?
Well, it feels like we're getting along okay for now, to be honest. I'm just glad that we're both still working. That's a huge help.
Of course. You know, back in my day, you used to be able to provide for a family on just one income. But it seems like just about everyone is working these days. By the way, how is Linda doing? I feel like I haven't really spoken with her all that much since the start of the year, and I can't even remember when either of you last came to visit me at my house. Have you two both really been busy with things over there?
I mean, yeah, sort of. We just always have a lot of work to do, and it feels like we hardly ever get a break.
Oh my. Well, I certainly hope that the two of you are remembering to take care of your health. After all, Linda's birthday's coming up soon, isn't it? By the way, I was thinking of what I should get her, but do you have any ideas?
You really don't need to get her anything at all if you don't want to, Mom.
Oh, come on, Greg. Why wouldn't I want to send her a gift on her birthday?
Well, because you would only be doing it to be polite, right? And since your birthday is also coming up, if you got Linda something, she would feel obligated to get you something. And I'm really sorry to say, but I don't think that we can really be affording to send people with presents.
You know that I don't give gifts with the expectation of getting anything back, don't you, son? I mean, when I gave her a gift last year, I also told her that she didn't have to get me anything either then. I'm not really sure where you're getting these ideas from at all, Greg.
Oh, right. I guess that I must have forgotten about that since I'm so busy these days. But yeah, you really don't have to send her anything this year.
Are you sure about that? I mean, if that's really what you want, then I guess I won't send anything. But if Linda says anything to you about it, you just tell her that you told me not to give her anything, okay?
Yeah, of course. If Linda has anything to say about it, I'll let her know. But you also remember to take care of yourself, okay, Mom? I mean, we barely started summer, and these hot days are not going to be stopping anytime soon. So just be careful when you leave the house, okay?
Oh, thank you for worrying, son, but I'm sure that I'll be okay. Your father and I take very good care of each other's health. In fact, we even went to go hike a mountain just a few weeks ago.
Mom, come on. You can't be doing these sort of things. We've talked about this before, haven't we? I told you that you're too old to be acting like this.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that I'm too old to go outside and hike on a trail. And it wasn't a steep hike or anything, so it's really fine. But thank you for always worrying about your dad and I. I'll be sure to pass along to your dad that you said that. Anyways, I'm glad to hear that you two are hanging in there. And please tell Linda that I'd love to have you two over once work settles down a bit for you both.
Hey, Mom, are you there? I need to talk to you about something really quick.
Oh, hello, Greg. Yes, I have a bit of time to talk. I actually just finished vacuuming the house and was about to sit down for a while.
Well, the thing is, I kind of have a favor that I want to ask of you. Is that alright?
Well, I suppose that I can't really say until you ask me, but it's not something bad, is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure that you're gonna like this, but...
Oh, come on, son, just tell me what it is already. You're not going to keep me guessing forever, are you?
I just want to make sure that you're ready to hear what I have to say, because I think that it might come out as a bit of shock to you is all. Okay, so the thing is that Linda's actually about $30,000 in debt.
Wait, Linda is $30,000 in debt? When did this happen? How did she rack up an amount like that?
Yes, it's really true. I wouldn't lie to you about something like this, Mom. You know that.
I suppose not, but... Well, Linda just always struck me as the responsible one out of the two of you. So I guess I'm just a little bit surprised to hear that she's the one in all of this debt and not you.
I know that you have this image of this in your head, Mom, but it doesn't mean that it's true. And things are really quite different at our house behind closed doors. In fact, Linda has actually been really bad with money ever since the two of us met.
Oh, really? I had no idea about that at all. I must say that this comes as a bit of a shock to me. I mean, what would she even need $30,000 for anyways?
She's just always going on little shopping sprees online and using the credit card to buy whatever she wants. Linda tells me that it's her way of relieving stress, but it's a really expensive method. And anyways, it wasn't just one purchase. She's racked up this huge debt over many, many purchases over time.
I see. So then it's not just the amount, but it's also the interest that's been accumulating on the credit.
Yeah, and I thought I'd be able to handle it on my own, but I just don't think that I can anymore. So I feel really bad for asking, but can I get any kind of help with this? I promise to pay you back when I can, when I'm able to. We're just in a bit of a pickle.
I suppose I could help, but is there a certain amount that you're hoping I'll give?
Anything will help, really. You could give 100 or 1,000, whatever you felt comfortable giving.
Well, that doesn't really help me all that much, Greg. How much money do you have to pay back with now?
I have about $1,000 that I can contribute right now.
But that means that there's $29,000 left to pay back, doesn't it? Do you have any plan at all to be able to pay back the rest of what Linda owes?
Well, both of Linda's parents have passed away, so I can't exactly go to them for help. I've thought about asking friends for donations too.
Well, I think that is one of the fastest ways that people lose friends.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. And then that left me thinking about selling my car. I don't know, I'll just do anything for money at this point.
But if you lose your car, then how are you supposed to get to and from work? Don't you both commute by car?
Yes, we do both commute by car, and it is true that taking public transportation would make our commutes last much longer. But it might be our only choice.
Okay, I understand the situation. I can give you $30,000 that you need.
Wait, Mom, hold on. Are you serious? I mean, are you really sure about this?
Yes, son, I'm actually here with your father and I'm showing him these messages now. And your father agrees that it's just best if we give you the money that you need this time.
Mom, Dad, I don't know what to say at all right now. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry to have to come to you with this problem, but thank you.
Now, we are going to be helping you with this money, but in exchange, you and Linda have to come and visit us more often. After all, even for us, $30,000 is a lot of money, okay? And I also want a promise from the both of you not to spend beyond your means anymore. I mean it. I don't want this to be a reoccurring thing. Do you understand me?
Of course I understand, Mom. I promise you that as soon as we finish dealing with the debt, that Linda and I will make an effort to go and visit you and Dad. Thank you so much for this again.
Okay, I'm glad we understand each other. I'll arrange the money to be ready by next week. You should be able to come over this weekend to pick it up from us.
Great, this is so amazing. I have to go and tell Linda about this.
Yes, she should know all about this as well. Of course, I know that she might be embarrassed to come and visit us now that we know about her shopping habits. But just tell her that neither your father nor I are mad at her in the slightest. We just want you both to promise to be a little more responsible with your money from here on out, okay?
Hello there, Rachel. It's been some time since the two of us have last talked, hasn't it?
Oh, well, if it isn't Linda. Oh, it's just so nice to hear from you. I take it that this is about the money, yes?
Well, I guess that's one way that you could put it. I will take the money, but, well, I suppose you've already heard the story from Greg, haven't you?
Yes, he told me a little bit about what's been going on at home with you two.
Well, then please know how sorry I am for all of this, Rachel, but I'm only messaging to give you my final goodbye.
Wait, what? What do you mean your final goodbye? I'm a bit lost with that.
The thing is that Greg and I have actually decided to get a divorce.
Hold on a second. You and my son are going to be getting divorced? Do I understand that right?
Yes, I'm afraid that we talked and it's what we both agreed to.
I'm sorry, Linda, but don't you think that's a little unfair? I'm putting up the money to get you out of your debt and you turn around and divorce my son? You do realize that Greg was the one who came to talk to me and arranged all this for you, right? Don't tell me that you were always just marrying him to try and pay off your debt.
My debt? I'm sorry, Rachel, but I really have no idea what you're talking about. And if anyone has married anyone for money, then it's your son marrying me for mine. Not only that, but while I've been working hard to provide for us, your son was out cheating on me.
Wait a second, are you telling me that my son has been cheating on you?
That's right, but that's not all. He used up all my savings that I had from before we were married to carry out his affair. And he never contributed anything to the household at all. I just can't stand his behavior any longer, and so we're getting a divorce.
Hold on just a second. I haven't heard about any of this at all. This isn't what Greg told me.
But I thought you said that you just heard about the situation from Greg, right?
Yes, but he told me that you were in some $30,000 of debt. I thought that Greg was coming to me to ask for help in your place, but what you're saying is completely different.
I really don't know what to say to any of that, except for that I don't have any debt. It sounds to me like Greg might be lying to you. Although now that I think about it in the divorce, it's about $30,000 that Greg is going to owe me for his affair. And if you're worried that I might be misleading you as well, I have plenty of evidence that Greg has been cheating on me. If you'd like, I can show you some so that we can clear up any confusion between us.
But then, are you really trying to tell me that my son lied to me?
I'm afraid that's the way that it seems, Rachel. I told Greg to tell you about the divorce, but I guess he had a different story for you. To be honest, I'm quite surprised that he would lie to you like that.
Linda, I am so sorry for thinking poorly of you over this. I had no idea that Greg was capable of something so horrible. I should have never blamed you for any of this. I really am sorry for that. You don't have anything to apologize for at all, Rachel. You were lied to, and you didn't know what the truth was. If I had a son and he did something like this, I would also be quite upset. I'm just glad that we were able to clear this up with each other before things went any further. Of course, but, well, I still just feel so sorry for the way I was thinking about you. I'm curious, though, do you think that we could meet up? I really would like to hear more about what's happened between you and Greg. Oh, yes, I completely understand. I think that we could find some time to talk this out. And don't worry about me talking to you. I'm over Greg and won't hold anything he's done to me against you. I really am so sorry for the idiotic way my son has been treating you. Please, don't apologize for him to me anymore. He doesn't deserve your kindness or my forgiveness. But we'll talk soon, and I'll give you all the details then. Hello, Greg. Do you have a moment to talk about Linda's debt? It's just that it's been a few days since I gave you the money.
Mom, I am so sorry to do this to you. But Linda told me today that she wants to get a divorce. She's just going to take the money that you were generous enough to give her and run away.
Oh, that really is okay. I'm not bothered about that.
Not bothered? What do you mean? Don't tell me that you're going to try to confront her or something like that. I don't think you'd even be able to get a hold of her.
Don't tell me that you've blocked my number on her phone, Greg.
What do you mean? Why would you ask me something like that?
I just heard that you told her not to talk to your parents if she was going to divorce you. And I heard that last night you made her block my number and even delete my contact.
Mom, what in the world are you talking about?
Greg, I know that you've been lying to me this whole time. I know the whole truth. Linda told me everything.
Wait a second. Are you saying that you think I'm lying? Mom, how could you?
Linda actually came to talk to me not that long ago, and she was kind enough to tell me all the ways that you've been lying to me. Not only that, she told me about how you cheated on her and used her own savings to fund your cheating. Did you really think that you were going to get away with this?
Mom, wait. You've got this all wrong. You really do. She's lying to you. Linda's just trying to trick you.
Why? Why would she need to lie to me about anything?
Because of her debt, Mom, remember? She owes all that money, and she's just looking for a way to get away of stealing it from you.
You know, you might have a point if Linda hadn't shown me her proof of you cheating on her. The photos, recordings, videos even. She even has you on tape admitting to the affair.
It's all fake. She edited my voice to make it sound like I said that. And the photos are all just AI. It's all fake. I'm telling you. Please, Mom, you're just too old to be able to understand these kind of scams, but they're real. It's just the day and age we live in.
Oh, give me a break already, Greg. I know that you were already going through the divorce process. And I know that the $30,000 isn't really for Linda, but it was what you owed her for your affair. I may be old, but I'm not stupid, and I'm not going to let you lie to me any longer.
Please, Mom, I really did think that I had met the woman in my dreams.
What are you talking about now?
I'm talking about the other woman, of course. It's only now that I finally see that she's the person I want to be with. I just met the soulmate in the wrong order. But I know that if you met her, you really like her too. She's so much better than Linda. You have to believe me.
You really are stupid, you know that? You think I'm going to forgive you if you introduce me to your new girlfriend? Because if you think that that's going to make any difference to me at all, then you are dead wrong. Honestly, you already had someone who was there for you and who would have been a good partner had you not stabbed her in the back. I don't want to meet anyone else that you're with if you're just going to treat them like this.
Mom, please, you can't listen to what Linda's been saying about me. It's all lies, so you'll take her side over mine. I'm telling you that Linda was only interested in me for the money.
That isn't true, though, and Linda has only been honest with me about what's been going on between the two of you. As for the money, I think that Linda is perfectly within her rights to sue you for the affair. You did something bad and deserve to be punished for it.
But, Mom, Why can't you see that you're being tricked right now?
Because the only time that I was being tricked was when you lied to me about what you need that money for. I know that Linda doesn't actually have any debt at all. You just wanted me to pay for the legal fees that you were saddled with after Linda sued you for cheating on her. Well, I'll have you know that you are going to pay me back every cent of that money. After all, you two still aren't divorced, right? So you should still have that money.
But Mom, if I give you that money back then, how am I supposed to pay off the money that I owed to Linda?
I think that you'll just have to pay her what you can and take out a loan to afford the rest. But I am not going to be paying for you to get away with cheating on your poor wife.
Mom, I don't understand why you're acting like this. I'm your son. You're supposed to be on my side.
I'm not having this conversation with you. You did cheat on your wife, didn't you? If that's the case, then I don't see why I should change. Why don't you just sell your car? I'm sure you'll be able to make something from that.
Please don't do this to me, Mom. I really want to marry that woman I'm with now, and I can't do it without any money.
I don't really care what you want to happen. You got yourself into this mess, and it's not my job to bail you out. Besides, are you sure that she even wants to be with you after she realizes how broke you are?
Don't say that, Mom. Of course she wants to be with me. She wouldn't leave me.
You really need to get a grip. I mean, you have much more pressing matters to worry about now. But Linda told me all about how you've basically tricked this other woman into thinking that you're rich. But you should also know that Linda reached out to this other woman and made sure that she knew the truth of your financial situation.
No, you aren't serious, right? She didn't actually do that, did she? Hold on a second. Why can't I get a hold of her anymore? What's going on?
Oh, I imagine that woman has probably blocked your number by now. Not that I can blame her.
Mom, please, what am I gonna do? You have to help me. Things were supposed to happen like this.
This isn't my problem, and I won't be helping you out of it, Greg. You've caused all this damage yourself, so now it's your job to fix it. Do you understand? After that, Greg and Linda did end up getting divorced, and Greg was forced to pay Linda the $30,000 as part of the settlement for his affair. Because he cheated, Greg was also not entitled to get anything from an estate split. By the time everything was said and done, Greg was left practically penniless. He had to take out a loan to afford what was left to pay Linda after having sold his car. I hear that he's something like $15,000 in debt now. Because the house belonged to Linda as well, Greg was forced to go out and find a real job and place to live. I hear that he's working multiple part-time jobs in a tiny apartment. As for Linda, she took the money that she got from Greg, sold her house, and used it to start a new life in a new town. I haven't heard from her or Greg since. Although I'm saddened by how things went between Greg, Linda, and myself, I'm doing my best to move on with my life. I certainly wasn't expecting to be lied to by my son like that, but I hope that one day I'll be able to find it in my heart to forgive him. And I hope that if and when that day comes, that Greg will be someone worth forgiving. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.